Good morning, children. I welcome you all to this session of English, and we are on Tempest, Act 5, and the scene is 1. Right? This is the last scene of this play, and not only this play. See, children, I've told you earlier on that Tempest is perhaps the last play written by William Shakespeare. So virtually, this is the end of his writing, and he indirectly tells the world that he do not want to write anymore. So he's giving up writing, and this he demonstrated by the proclamation made by Prospero, in which Prospero gives up magic. He puts his magical wand, he hands it over to the waters, buries it there, right? So pronouncing or proclaiming to the world that William Shakespeare will no more be writing any plays on all that. So the scene takes place before Prospero's cell. Enter Prospero in his magic robes and Ariel. Prospero. Now, does my project gather to a head? Now, project gathering to a head means coming to the desired end. Gathering to a head means coming to the desired end. Now, the project being referred to here, see this one, this project here, my project, is the project of revenge and reconciliation. This is basically the theme of this play, revenge and reconciliation. So he's inquiring, he's asking Ariel, is everything going out perfectly and we are coming closer to the desired end, right? My charms crack not, my spirits obey, and time goes upright with his carriage. How's the day? So saying my charms, my magic is working finely. My spirits are obeying me. The time is going by as I want it to run. And this day is a beautiful one, isn't it? Ariel, on the sixth hour, at which time, my lord, you said our work should see. Now, Ariel, as a true servant, as a true follower, is trying to remind Prospero that at the sixth hour, at the 6 o'clock, then the task which you have taken up, that is of reconciliation and revenge with Alonso, Antonio, Sebastian, and all the conspirators, that time will end. Prospero should cease means should end. I did say so. When first I raised the tempest, say my spirit, how fares the king and the followers? Prospero says, yes, I do remember, I've said so. When I first raised the tempest means in the beginning, here he is referring to the Act 1, Scene 1, where the tempest was created and there was all of turmoil and everywhere. So he's saying, so how is the king and how are the followers here? Ariel, confined together in the same fashion as you gave in charge. Just as you left them, all prisoners, sir. Confined together means they all are together in a desolate place where nobody is there. In the same fashion as you gave in charge means they are all in the same way. This just as what you gave in charge means just as you had desired them to be. Actually, Prospero has told Ariel that in what way he wanted these creatures should be. So all of them are like that. In the line grove, which weathery fence your cell. So here line grove is basically basically a garden containing lot of horny bushes which are there, right? There are a lot of thorny bushes, and here the weather fends yourself from where the cold winds come to your cell. They cannot budge till you release, they cannot move from there till you command them to release. The king, his brother, and yours abide, all three distracted and remain thus mourning over them, right? He's saying, oh, the king, his brother, that is the king is Alonso, his brother is Sebastian, and your brother Antonio. These three are distracted. They are distracted means away. Distracted is away from the others, and all the others are mourning at them, believing that these three are dead. Brimful of sorrow and dismay means a lot of sorrow and dismay is prevailing there. But chiefly him that you termed, sir, the good old Lord Gonzalo. His tears run down his beard. But he's saying, but more primarily it is Gonzalo, whom Prospero has told Ariel to be a good lord. His tear, he is crying, he is weeping, he is very sad. and his tears are running down like winter drops. From eaves of reeds, means eaves of reeds is from the sides of reeds are basically cracks in the face, just like cracks in the mountains. So the water is running down. Your charm so strongly works them that if you now beheld them, your affections would become tender. So Ariel says that your charm is so strongly worked upon them that if you just look at them right now, you will feel sorry for them and your heart will become tender. Prospero, dost, thou, think so, spirit? So Prospero is saying, do you think like that, spirit? Ariel, yes. My heart would have swayed if I would have looked at them. Prospero, and mine shall, hast thou, which art but aired, a touch of feeling. Saying, yes, definitely my heart would have also gone down. Which art but air is saying yes, which if it can happen to yours because you are air, you are just a spirit. If it can sway the heart of a spirit, that I am an alive person. It can definitely sway my heart. One of their kind that relishes all as sharp passion as they be kindlier moved than the word. He's saying one of their kind that is there. One of my heart is also of that kind, which sometimes gets becomes sharp and passionate as that of the others, but it is much more kindlier and much more moved than means I am full of compassion more than anybody else. Though with their high wrongs, and I am struck to the quick, yet with my nobler reason gazed my fury. He's saying that I know they have done very wrong to me, and yes, they have done a lot of wrong, but still, right now, I have nobler reasons because I am going for reconciliation with them, and against my fury, against my anger, these nobler reasons stand tall. The rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance, as they be pertinent. So here this word is coming in virtue than in the rarer action is in virtue than in vengeance. This is the theme you can call. Means the action of vengeance is very very common, but following the virtuous way and not following the vengeance is a very rare action. Virtue means using brain, using heart, filled with compassion, going for reconciliation. That is a very rare action, which I will be doing. They being pertinent, the sore unit of my purpose doth drift of my purpose doth extend, not a frown further. And he's saying that as they are penitent means they have become alone, they have money, they have no got nobody around them, they are starved, they are in a bad condition. Penitent refers to bad condition. The sole drift of my purpose, the whole sole purpose of my actions, it should not extend any further. And Ariel, you just go and release them. My charms I'll break means now I'll be ending my magic. Their senses I'll restore their senses, and they shall be what they were. Ariel, I'll fetch them, sir. And saying that he exits. Right? I think I should stop here. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did in making it. And until we meet again, it's a goodbye.